We're being asked to find data from the graph that supports the underlying claim. So let's go figure out what the claim is first. We'll highlight that in blue. So reading from the top, not even going to look at the chart yet. Researcher Helen O'Neill and her team were studying sponges in the family I when they discovered that 3 of the sponges were functioning as microhabitats for banded sand catsharks. Additionally, the team found that male and female AF, the catsharks, share the same sponge, a behavior not found among Port Jackson sharks, another seabed-dwelling species. So these are the catsharks, those are the AF, and they're in these 3 sponges, and we've got male and female in the same sponge. And that's because we've got, 17 males in sponge 1, 13 females in sponge 1, 1 male in sponge 2, 2 females in sponge 2, and 2 males in sponge 3, and 1 female in sponge 3. So it's just saying that there are male and female in each of the sponges. So going to our answer choices, choice A, each of the 3 sponges was inhabited by at least 1 male and at least 1 undetermined. Well, we're not focused on the undetermined AF, so goodbye to choice A. Choice B, this is true. Sponge 1 was inhabited by 17, but that doesn't explain how doesn't help to support that underlying claim at all. So that there's 17 doesn't tell me that there were both male and female. Each of the 3 sponges was inhabited by at least 1 male and at least 1 female. Well, ding, 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 that matches the evidence exactly.